Yeah,
in
no.
this
I mean, I feel
world.
like as Star's character would be less fucked out of it.
I mean, listen, you have to
our group,
consider you
but
probably have to scale them up a little bit for the world.
honestly, well, no, because they're just not that powerful characters. Like, fact of the matter is, if I were to put Ilnum in there, the only thing I could realistically say is he has maybe some temporary hit points from his like little shield thing. Other than that, he
Okay,
I've
I'll be
already put
back. I'll be
Ilnum in
back. I'm gonna
a
go use the
D&D
restroom, and I'll be right
campaign,
back.
or and let's just say it didn't go well.
Yeah, but at least you would have something. Bitch, Bethany literally will be fucking useless.
I'm taking this as Wild West.
No, this is
No.
about
Quiet Year.
the underdogs.
Oh yeah, the underdogs
And
thing. So I don't know why it's a choir.
yeah, and how to say this? Bethany, that is my character. Yeah, she's a technomancer.
Yeah.
You drop her in D&D, she can't do shit.
She's just a civilian, literally.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be fair, she will probably be the one to invest into illegal dragon fights. But still,
hold on. You put Bethany in D&D. It's like, congratulations, you've unlocked a new class, commoner.
yes.
It's just, which I've actually played as a commoner in a D&D campaign before, against a situation. It fucking sucked. It was painful.
Yeah, basically you have no health and no hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to... You're back. I would actually like to say I have put Ilnum into a D&D campaign. He shot a an enchanted shotgun once, and got launched, I think 50 feet, and nearly fucking died. He like woke up in a hospital.
At least he woke up, and that's half the battle. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is half the battle.
Shall we begin?
No. We're still pre-stream.
Oh wait, really?
I started like 1 minute late.
And now, almost not, but either way. I did actually take some creative liberty actually with one thing. I'm very happy about it. Deanoch actually explained what it is to channel divine magic and what it does.
YouTube.
I think that's like my proudest moment with what Deanoch did during the RP. One of my favorite things. Also, when channeling divine magic, you are not wishing upon a star. You are connecting to it.
Meanwhile, Litney and her...
Don't forget, does it sound like dial-up?
I mean, depends on the cleric. Deadass.
Oh my god! Roll 20, I have to log in again!
Pain and suffering.
But I do like how I cooked with Litney. He just like, after Razzle walked away, dismisses Rachel because she knows exactly what she would do once she sees her image on the stage. Punches the window, and punches the mirror, and just like, how could someone like me be normal when that was robbed from me as a child?
By the way, we're here with the Fragile Frontier. Hello, hi, how are you doing? It's me, Starlight, back in once again, baby.
Here we are.
Yes, and
we're back in the.
Once again.
We're back in
and
the.
And as much as we want to, we can't avoid you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're back in the D&D campaign where
Deanoch's. I mean, you could.
We're back in the. We're back in the D&D campaign where Deanoch's passive perception is almost high enough to be able to break the fourth wall.
He could
That's where the real
see
fight
the
begins.
non-existent chat we have.
Oh,
By the way, we're back. Last we left off, Litney became a humanish again. Who, by the way, fun fact, I forgot to give Litney the updated reactive images because they can't update it.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
But
to be fair, you could just take the Litney art and just pop that in, and it won't have the open mode, close mode. To be fair, your current reactives are still wrong. Where when you're not speaking, it's open mode Litney. When you speak, it's close mode Litney. So perhaps it won't be too much of an issue if you just pop in that one image I gave you of Litney. It's a transparent background only, right?
Yeah. So I don't know the link. Could you send it, please?
Of course I can.
It's Boogie Tech.
Thank you.
I will send you the link before I kill you.
You can't kill me. You can't kill me if you already think I'm dead.
Damn. They killed themselves.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
You have fucking wishes.
I've sent you the link. We close that.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, so really quickly, I guess I should update everyone here as well. Where is Litney's new art?
I just remembered Dinok has 77 HP and Litney has 37. He has double the amount of health.
Remember, don't use the wrong one or we're gonna have issues. So yeah, here is the art for everyone on stream to take a look. You guys in channel, you guys know what to look. It's the art and references channel. But for everyone on the actual stream, this is Litney's new updated look. Her old look is, if you just look down and to the right slightly, you'll see it. Yes. Our Litney.
Share your screen, star.
Why? Oh, yes, absolutely. You know what? Not a lot happened last time. Would anyone like to give a brief recap?
Nothing.
It's bold.
Okay, would you like me to give a recap?
I'm fine with giving a recap.
Okay, give a brief recap. You don't need to go into too many details.
We got done with the god meet. We talked a little bit to Linda. We decided to have like a bit of a meeting. Golbon's character ran off to do something by themselves, trusting the group to handle themselves generally well enough. Found another child with problems and connected to the Feywild. Then Dinok had a private conversation with Sarah's mother. Then we went to the new tavern, and Dinok had a confrontation with his niece for the first time. And then we ended the session basically.
With Litney
also
Litney
turned into Seraph.
That's but no one cares about that.
I mean, it's kind of the thing you talked about originally, so.
Which no one cares about. Just like it, no one cares about Litney.
Litney turned into Seraph, and she, just like every other angel, she acted like a prick.
Look, that's out of session RPs, and yeah.
I should probably update this.
Yeah, that was
this token over here of Litney probably needs an update because it needs her cloak.
Yeah.
But I don't have the time to do that right now.
Working? Hey, is the reactive working?
Yes.
I can't tell. Alright.
No, it's not working at all. You didn't click save.
I clicked save.
Did you click on apply it as your reactive? Speaking of all this beautiful reactive talk, maybe I should go to Reactive Fuji Tech and don my DM cloak.
Yeah. Please and thank you. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all
good. Right,
yes? By the way,
active. Is it working?
No. Yep. No. No, it's not.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Hi, Orayala!
Yes.
Orayala, by the
yeah.
way.
Hey man,
Did I send you the previous art fully?
I
Yes.
think so, yes.
The transparent and everything? Could you use that as the reactive?
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Litney's having
only
some
one in the
technical issues where she's trying to. By the way, Orayala also has new art. You know Orayala as this giant lady. Well, now Orayala has new art. The reason for that is because, well, honestly, she's too big, and I need her to kind of show up a bit more on
Okay,
camera.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I just have one thing to do really quick.
It's
I'll be right
fine.
back.
I realized I made a mistake as well. Orayala can't use her new art because that's going to put a giant gun on the screen. But I forgot to crop out the gun.
Yeah.
I think we're fine then. I'll just give an export. I've got to make sure to click on the right file.
everyone's
second.
robot. Is it just me or is Star Robot?
I'm good. Don't worry. So this is what Orayala's old art was. Big giant lady standing up. And this is her new art. Big giant lady sitting down
Yeah,
with a sniper
is Star-
rifle. Hello?
I like transitioning between talking normally and then talking in robot. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
strange
okay, so it
because
wasn't
I
just
see
me.
myself having perfectly green ping.
Yeah, it's weird. Then again, a lot of things are weird in the Fragile Frontier campaign. By the way, Star, just so you know, the
Yes.
end of the DNarc RP with Razzle ended with him basically walking over to Litney's room.
That's wonderful. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just give a small recap of what I'm gonna give a small recap of the night essentially for all of you people, and I'll ask you for like a roll or two depending on the situation. Now we're gonna start.
Alright, sorry,
Should
I'm
we
back.
deal with the?
Hi, welcome back.
Shouldn't we deal with the child, or did Solstice already deal with that?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with you, Solstice. So, first off, of our many situations we had going on, one of them was to deal with. Hold up 1 second, Litney. Litney, where's your cloak?
Is Litney still not having like the reactives thing?
Litney changed their reactive, but they don't have their cloak. What happened, Litney?
Well, you didn't set the cloak. You didn't. This was one you didn't have the cloak with. I forget.
God damn it. Okay, I'll be right back again. Sorry.
Okay, give me 1 moment, Litney. Can you? I can't believe it, but here. I sent it to you again. Do you see this one?
Yeah, I do.
I just looked up and I did indeed send you the one with the cloak, but it's fine. Give me 1 second. Sending the link. Okay, so let me go over this. One of the situations we had to deal with was that our paladin, our very friendly Fey paladin who doesn't trick people, been walking around.
Usually.
Yeah, walking around with their friend, their great friend, quote unquote noble. You know, a blink dog called Stefano. Is he actually a noble, or does he just, speak nonsense? Tough to tell. So far, we're leaning towards he just speaks nonsense, but we can't exactly rule out the fact that he might actually be a noble. So he started talking about filthy traitors. They know that filthy traitors or whatnot, whatever his voice was. And you just heard a random blink dog just barking at him, which it's not particularly impressive. No? What was impressive was the fact that the blink dog was being held back by a tiny little gnome girl, which, hey, that takes a lot of strength to do so. Also, where did he get a blink dog from? Those aren't exactly common, you know? By the way, I don't know if you're here.
Who?
Okay, La Oreala, are you here?
Oriana.
They said they had to be back soon. They had to leave again.
Cool. I asked him to please use this picture instead. So, as you came here and tried to deal with this kid, first thing you did was you took them back to that parent just because, well, I'm going to have to explain the situation to them because this is going to need a lot of fixing. Otherwise, they're going to blow up. However, when you went to deal with their parents, a veterinarian, you couldn't find them. Now, I want to explain. Being unable to find people, it's not really like the end of the world for you. That it makes sense, However, this kid not being able to find them is what doesn't make any sense. Where they walk around and they basically point out what would appear to be an alleyway between two houses, whereas just a very sudden brick wall. And she's gonna be like, "Well, it was here last time."
Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna ask you her. What year do you think it is?
What year? Don't be so silly. Obviously, it's Obviously, it's the year what? What's the word? 2056. No, sorry.
What's the year
456. 456 is what she meant to say. Which is, she's about off by quite a while. What is the current year again?
Is it positive or negative? Did she travel to the past or the future?
She's like 200 years back, I think. Let me just get back to you exactly on this. I believe I have right here my...
She was alive.
I have over here my calendar. I can tell you the exact year. Currently is the year 664. So by 464, she's exactly 200 years off.
Okay. Of course she would be. All right.
Not another time travel.
I have some bad news for you, little one.
Actually, now I think about it, like
kinda
everything's a bit
200
different.
Yeah, you're kinda 200 years too late for supper.
Good.
At this point, I would like to mention, Solstice, you would get a ping. As Dianat goes, in your head from the message spell.
Yeah.
We found a tavern, and he would say the exact name of the tavern. I don't believe it was ever mentioned, the name, though. He would state, we're currently holding up in there. Where are you, Solstice?
I will be there in a bit, dealing with a 200-year-old child bomb.
Silence.
By the way, partially...
I am back, sorry.
What's the conversation like that? I just sat down.
This is just a very common fate trick. Well,
I am back, sorry.
quote unquote. Spread out amongst all of the worlds, it's probably, what are the odds? One in like 100,000?
Yeah, it's like if you're dealing with a Fae, you have a risk of going back in time or going into the future. It's a crap shot, really.
Oh no.
Uh,
I just realized something. But
if it
Dinak in the tavern is gonna go, what the fuck? then back to you, Solstice.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So what I want to do from you is because I don't want to roleplay all of this and take all the time on this little situation, I would like you to tell me a course of action you'd like to take, and I'll give you a role.
Yep, I'm going. First off, I'm going to take the kid to Ryu, and ask him to immediately take the child to Rosa.
Wait, you're going to the dragon instead of Enoch?
Or Litney,
Do you have a teleportation circle handy?
Guys, I need you to look at
Plus
something
you
really quickly.
There is no teleportation circle.
Guys,
Litney has a
I
teleportation.
need you to look at something really quickly. Do you guys see Tailed Simulator?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's Uriela's old art when I put on a token, and her new art when I put on the token.
Oh, she's armless.
Oh, nice.
Now we
Damn.
have the canonical size difference.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't see. I'm not looking. Give me a second. So I can see it.
Okay.
Ah,
So,
there we go.
You see this? This is old Uriela.
Yeah.
And new Uriela size comparison.
Damn.
This is closer to the
right.
size difference between the group and her.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's why I kind of insisted last when I discussed her size. She can literally, you could be staying on the first floor and on a balcony, and she could stare you in the eyes. This is by standing on the ground floor.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
And we move forward now.
Second floor.
So you said you're gonna take it to Rio. So,
Yeah, mainly because last time we needed a teleportation circle to get her to Rosa.
You know what? To explain the situation to him in a way that
Charisma?
he can. It's gonna be charisma. I'm just gonna figure out which one. I think it had to be persuasion, just to quickly explain the situation to him in a way that he can understand all the details and understand why Rosa would be a better situation than, taking to another dragon or whatnot. Basically,
Or,
you have to
as
explain the situation to him, and you have to convince him why your suggestion's probably a good one.
Because we have already solved the issue once.
Yeah. Don't forget, arrogant dragons, masters of magic. You do have to spend a bit of time convincing. So I just want to roll your performance,
Which you wouldn't have an
persuasion,
issue
just to see
convincing.
how fast it is.
Yep.
Because if you do it well enough, you could talk a dragon into doing something in like a minute. And if you don't, you could spend like a week.
Okay. I was gonna have Deanoc do another sending spell, but alright.
I mean, listen, Deanoc.
Yeah.
The dragon was teleportation.
Yeah, I know.
Horses
I was
for
gonna
you,
have him.
how you can get back to her is you have to go back to the Fortress City. Stella Fortress City, which is a day away, and there you could use the teleportation circle.
I would say I was gonna have Deanoc ask what Solstice was going to do.
Yes, by the way, Litney, Aurelia, are you going to update your thing, or is it just not loading?
Sorry. Yeah, I did update normally.
Okay.
It should be updated
you know
now.
What? It's probably just not updated here then. I refresh current page. Click the button.
I got a 30, by the way.
So the moment you take the kid to Ryu, he opens his mouth to ask you questions, but you immediately just take the kid. You basically go eyes wide open, just look directly into it, and he's like, "Oh." And then you immediately just start explaining, just rapid shot, not even giving a chance to question anything. Yes, we need XYZ because of this, that, and that. You know, just really quickly, you just start explaining everything, and he's just like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Plus, I highly doubt he wants a goddamn monster bomb in his city.
Yep. So I'm gonna say you're able to get that dealt with within the night easily enough. At least, you know, taking it to Rosa. And I'm gonna say that 30 is going to also take you all the way to, you know, getting dealing with any like formalities of like trying to meet the princess, because you are a princess too, technically. You know,
There's no technically about it. I am.
No, you're technically a princess. You're actually a god.
A demigod.
Gods can be princesses too. Have you never heard of a god king?
No. God queen. Pretty Texas.
Yeah, by the way, Litney, you still don't have your cloak on. Okay, so moving forward.
Yeah,
We're gonna see that 30 is plenty good enough to get all of that done, the XYZ. You know, all the boring details. Quickly fast track them because hello? Bomb?
Yep.
You know? And that's what you're doing.
I'm also making a note that that the child should be placed with the Blinkhound dog in what was your orphanage again? If you can manage
Saron Bloom?
Saron Bloom. Just need to let whoever is attending to the children.
Because for all intents and purposes, she is an orphan.
Sure. I mean, technically, yeah. Okay, now we finally managed to get that dealt with. I'm gonna say you'll be back by the time, you know, Enoch and group are done with their little things. Now, the second person to separate from the group, I'm gonna talk to you, NinjaBot, Sarah. Sarah, as you separate from the group, you were essentially dealing with, you know, catching up at old times. You know, making small talk, maybe making some big talk too with Mary. So
that's what you call that.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes.
No, very fun.
Okay, so as I sit down with Mary, she has been talking to you about like a few things. You know, like kind of her situation, you know, as an apprentice. You know, how she managed, like, she's basically on the final stage essentially before she becomes like a full-on wizard. She's about, say, you know, a level of A, quote unquote. Yeah.
So she's level 2 now?
No. She's level 9 with you guys. You guys are level 9, right?
And the math did not affect math.
So all of these things, things are, by the way, one level off. Ignore these.
I meant
we are level 9. See,
what?
Yes.
For level
her
9.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
She said she's about to become a proper wizard.
Yes.
So that would put her at level 2.
No.
Yeah.
She's level 9. When she hits level 10, she can be a big name.
That was fuck it.
That's
yeah,
what you meant.
It isn't in a sense of class advancement.
You're trying to make a joke of her subclass.
Because technically, the first 2 levels are just you learning in the ropes.
Yeah.
The 3rd level is when you actually get your full license, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but that's how self-taught wizards think.
Yeah, you got a license. Yeah, but don't forget, she's apprenticing under like one of the greatest wizards of the current century.
I would also like to make it known, technically, for the subclass, wizards get their subclass at level 2, so, you know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be level 3. But either way,
If you want to if you want to be a wizard, you have to go through the wizard exam, or you might just skip it entirely if you manage to catch the Archwizard's ball.
Okay, wonderful. We
Um,
move forward
continue on.
really quickly. So, Sarah,
Mm.
is there any
Oh,
topics
no one
you'd like
bothered.
to talk with her?
So, if I remember correctly, we last left off with Sarah starting to recount a bit of the whole journey.
Oh
And
boy.
I think we can
Yeah. Recounting the whole journey, yes. And for her reaction,
yes,
basically she's like, huh, okay. And she gets slowly more and more horrified as she hears more and more of it. And then she's just like, I'm sorry, this was all over the past 2 weeks?
I beg your finest friggin' pardon.
One singular week.
I thought you,
at least for Dina.
I thought you were like telling me like the past year or two, and just like recount, like just cutting off all the boring bits. I'm sorry, all of that happened just like now.
Yes, I mean to be fair, the time could be a little skewed on my part because of the Feywild things.
I gotta ask a question, Ninja. How many times during your description of what happened did Sarah go, Dina got fucked up again?
A lot of time.
just Dina got killed off screen.
So
You blinked, sorry.
And also, unfortunately, La Viande was bored.
At one point, she basically just says, so this Dina guy, he's like a big shot cleric, right?
Nope.
I mean,
nope.
I'm pretty sure he's a big shot cleric.
I've
heard his name before. So, all of these times he just keeps getting fucked up. Is that, like exactly how bad are we talking? Like, what were you facing?
I mean, the first times it was mostly accidentally me giving him harm out of accidents, unfortunately. Then there was the whole crab try to be a god thing that disintegrated him.
Best way to describe it. Then a crab threw a planet at him.
And I can be honest, I wouldn't blame you for what happened to Dinok. Dinok did it to himself.
No,
I mean the first few times it was generally Sarah's fault. Then it was all a series of unfortunate events.
A series of unfortunate circumstances, What can we do?
No. It was, and then Dinok got curious.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it. Okay.
Dinok catching string.
Sure, let's call
Dinok's
it that.
catching string all over the place.
Anyways, I do actually have a question. Do you mention the fact that Dinok saw the God of Insanity's true form?
Sorry, what part of everything don't you understand?
Yeah, so I'm going to have to say, this entire accounting is just got her shell-shocked. She just says at one point, she puts her hand on your shoulder. It sounds like you need a vacation or something.
No idea.
Yeah.
By the way, is the tree still there? Like actually the one that we see in the picture right now?
Yeah, it's still there. They have to deal with the aftermath of it. it's gonna take a little while to.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, that was our fault. My fault actually.
You aren't there.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
not
but
there.
basically, during that part,
Is she at the bottom to rest? I think.
Yeah,
You should be.
yeah, it should
Yeah.
be because
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is we're dealing with this situation. I don't think there's a role needed here. I think what you're doing itself
She
is
needs
gonna
to
take
make
like
a
quite a
mistake.
while.
she
No,
needs to
I
take a
think
wisdom,
there
make a wisdom
I
save.
think it's. I think Sarah still need to roll a charisma persuasion, simply to not drive her away.
No, believe me, Mary will stay. You know why?
Tell me.
Most interesting.
Giant orc barbarian.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, but you cannot. You can only you can only be dating a giant orc barbarian if you're still alive to do it. So it's the question if she has a if you can convince her or she has low enough survival.
Listen,
Listen, listen. Mary is a human. Humans are the literal embodiment of my dick made me go to places where I wouldn't go with a gun.
Fair enough.
you guys are literally embodiment
No.
of smash.
Fuck, they're right.
God damn it!
I mean, find the lie.
Okay,
Listen,
Humans
it
are
doesn't fucking
to the goal.
yeah, it doesn't fucking matter how much the situation is fucked up. Some humans will just go for it anyway. Like, for
They
example,
would pull a Markiplier and just say, I
Litney's
can know you.
husband.
Nah.
Litney's husband decided to willingly go with
Known criminal.
yeah.
Bruh, it is either I'd hit that or I'd let that hit me.
Or
There's no in
sometimes both.
between.
If there's a hole,
Yes.
there's a goal. That is the golden rule of humans.
wonderful. So we move
Also,
forward.
Bro, I go to crushon.ai. You wouldn't believe the horrors I have witnessed.
Oh yeah.
Either way,
Sorry.
And you
It's
wouldn't
different.
believe even less
We are-
the horrors I have done.
all y'all, hold off. Star, please continue.
Let's recuperate.
Now let's just keep going.
Look at Vildos staring into the horrors. He's witnessed
oh,
the
yeah,
fourth wall.
By the way, just as a question, when I mentioned that we have met Vildos multiple times, how does Mary react? Because from what I gather, he is a little bit famous with some people.
So first you'd be like, oh, you met him too. But, I haven't really met him myself, but I've seen him from afar. Yeah, I've heard about him. Wait, you met him in the Feywilds? Okay, I didn't know about that. Wait, he's Dinox's father? What?
And
How do you have a
Litney's
father that powerful and still almost die every 5 seconds?
He's more squishier than Litney.
Or maybe
Bruh.
Dinox's immortal too. Like, I mean, maybe he's like doing it on purpose. Have you thought about that? Like, he's like one of those people who's like, I'm gonna fight God. I'm gonna fist fight God because I can. But also that's kind of weird for a cleric. I don't think I
Meanwhile,
understand.
Sarah-
You know what, Sarah? I don't think I understand your story.
I love the idea. It's like,
Also,
meanwhile, Dinox.
I would like to just question. I'd like to question this again.
Mhm.
So you're traveling. with a 200-something-year-old criminal necromancer?
Yes, the Bane of the Western Front. She said that she was called.
Quiet, quiet, quiet,
Her
quiet, quiet.
flames.
Take him off stage. Continue.
Hey, we've all committed
And-
crimes here. I assassinated
Quiet,
an
quiet,
entire
quiet.
noble family because
And-
they killed me in mine.
And then you also found her daughter and her sister, and you found out Dino's her brother. Wow,
After they
Yes.
kissed.
what a connection! And they kissed. No, wait. Sarah was here for that. Yes, Sarah came in.
Yes.
It's just little like hands come together. It's like, wow. Okay, so the fan fiction was right.
Ew.
Oh, guys, by the way,
I'm
everybody
sorry, I'm
blinked.
sorry, I'm gonna have to
Dinoc
pause
died
it
off
for, like-
screen again.
Whitney's like, I want to die now. I really want to die now. And it's not just because that's what Razzle says. I just feel like I want to die now.
Mariella grabs you and gives you a hug.
Okay,
What is
By the way,
Yeah.
by the way,
yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna explain literally everything to
Yeah.
Mary.
By the way, I'm gonna just give you
And-
one little detail before we cut away. She basically say, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, the Dino, like it's not only my type because man, but you know, people always say he's like the tall, dark, brooding type, right? So a lot of noble daughters have got a thing going on, and there's actually
Well-
yes, there are fan fictions. I know.
Oh.
I can guarantee they are weird.
I wonder how many
Honestly,
fanfics there are. I wonder how
don't
many
even-
fanfics.
And also, I regret to inform this, but there are fan fictions that exist of my master. You know, this 80-year-old dragonborn guy.
Dear Lord,
that-
that
I'd be
fanfic's
so
important.
surprised if there were, if I'm being so honest with you.
Well, to be entirely fair, it's not as easy to tell the age of a dragonborn as it is for a human.
Dear Lord.
At least
Yeah,
when
but,
you are a
Listen,
human.
the places, the circles I've hung out with are really weird.
I wonder if.
Welcome to the internet.
Wait. First
Yeah,
off,
Solstice.
did Sarah tell her about Solstice?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Like literally, one of the first thing is.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
also,
also-
I met this fairy Solstice. She's the daughter of Titania.
I'm sorry, the daughter of Titania, the god, Titania
Yes.
the god.
Yes. Yes.
You're traveling with the daughter of a god, which means she's a god, which means you're traveling with a god,
Yes.
Whitney's.
and that,
Whitney finds out
that
you-
famous cleric, he still keeps dying. What have you been running into?
God.
God.
No,
When
you gotta
are
understand.
you
This is
okay?
hold on.
Nine.
She kind
I
of
gotta
looks
say,
over
this
at
is
your.
not-
She kind of glances over to Crystal. No, wait. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay. Oh.
By the way, I
Wait, what
gotta
happened?
say, this is not a situation of Dinoc has been fist fighting gods. This is a situation of he's just like, please, can the gods stop fucking around with me for 5 minutes? Please.
By the way,
Meanwhile,
This is
Uh,
not
start-
a,
start
this is
before
Not, this is not a matter of man's hubris fighting God. It's God's hubris picking on a man.
yes. By the way, Star, before we cut away, I just want to I am explaining things to Mary, and before we cut away, I just say to her, "Oh, by the way, you know, Lavian, Pistaco that I was talking about earlier. That
yeah,
apparently she's
the red
under.
one who was green once, right?
Yes, I fused with her once.
I'm sorry, what?
Pow, chicka, pow, wow.
Cut away.
just the. I'm sorry, what?
May I
Cut away
request,
with
because
that.
I feel as though it would have happened. Hey, sorry. May I request, because I feel like it would have been mentioned way before the Pitch Taco comment. Because Litney, Ninja did say everything. You probably talked about the new spell Dinoc created, right?
Yes.
And
Oh boy.
all right, so lay it on me, A Star, or lay it on Uriala, whoever's next on the chopping block.
By the way,
Oh, no,
Dinoc,
you're talking
what's
to
the
Dinoc.
chance?
Hmm?
What's the chances that there is a fanfic of Dinoc and Solstice?
If it's a
Bro,
fan-
nearly 100. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If
I
one didn't
imagine-
exist before now, if one didn't exist before now, someone who is close friends with many fanfic writers has just heard about this whole story.
Wait, is it
No. I can tell you. I know. I can tell you exactly how it happened too. Vildos did some fuck shit. He's absolutely going to tell someone an interesting story.
No.
Motherfucker.
You know what?
Motherfucker.
Vildos,
Vildos is probably the
Vildos,
fucking leader of that club.
Listen, Vildos has got it. Vildos
He
just
just
sitting
uses a
back in his
different
seat,
name.
just drinking. Vildos just sitting back in his seat, drinking juice, and just thinking, "Man, I don't need to lift a finger."
I'm
like-
gonna do something,
wait.
but takes a sip of a
Wait,
nearest brew.
Star.
I guess I don't have to.
Star. So I could see Litney finding at least some fanfics of herself when she was the bait of the Western Front, and just like, why would anyone write this stuff? Meanwhile, it's Sylvester writing it.
No, not him.
Betrayal.
Not the pretty boy. The precious boy. Okay, we move forward. Now I would like to say.
And by the way, Litney, I do suggest that you don't read self-published works, because considering the chances, you might end up in finding a twin cest of you and Dinoc.
Find their address.
I feel like I feel like the moment she said that Dinoc and Litney kissed, both of them were like, ugh.
Pain. But anyway.
The
Yeah,
reactions
just
I'd like to
pain.
imagine of the NPCs. If Mabel finds out, just a stare, okay? And then she just finds out their siblings, they kiss. The eyes slightly widen, the circles under her eyes darken, the light leaves her eyes. It's like, my God. Okay, now we move forward. I would like to just say,
Right.
there's been a small meeting between Dinoc, Litney's daughter, Uriala. Uriala was also there. She didn't split away from the group to go anywhere else. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And once they had a small meeting, which was, disrupted by the whole Litney becoming a seraph. Razzle was also there, by the way. Litney becoming a seraph, talking with her daughter. I'm going to suggest that basically things got a bit noisy. They had to shift venues. The RPs happened. And now I would like to say that the whole group is together again in a new bar known as the Great... Oh, hold on, wait. I told you what the first bar was named. Something about a boot or something.
Giant's
The
Boot.
Giant's Boot.
Yeah, the Giant's Boot was the first one. So there were some issues there. We're not going to go into too many details because it was just a bunch of little small things, as well as, the commotion of this undead suddenly becoming, angelic. So we moved
Oh boy.
to a place with fresher faces. a little tavern called Under the Wings of Midnight.
Under the Wings of Midnight. Okay.
I will write this down.
Man, that sign is very wide.
Yeah, no, that's a long title. Under the
Yeah,
Wings.
and then he's like, oh, they
midnight.
finally branched out, turned into a company.
Hold on,
To
Dinok's
explain
gonna
what
like
is
take a
inside, by
look.
the way, Under the Wings of Midnight is a 3-story tall building. Fairly elegant. It's like this dark blue wood, almost kind of makes it into the night sky, except it's got like these fairly bright metal framings, so that you can clearly see the building is there, and you don't have any issues, especially with some people who have vision issues. Like humans who don't have low light vision might run into the building. So,
Bonk.
There.
Maybe. Bonk.
hi Gibby, thanks for subscribing. That's a very weird thing. I didn't think people still subscribed on D&D. Very interesting. So,
Huh.
you see this pretty little building. It's got like what looks like butterfly wings almost on like a sign. The the actual wording, the typography is a bit off. It's like, yeah, Under the Wings at Midnight, but it's more like under the of Wings Midnight. It's just very difficult. Like, you can't exactly tell how you're supposed to read it because it's like kind of stylized, which is not something you're used to seeing. But it's easy enough after like looking at it for a little bit to understand the name. You step in. This is a
Hold on, Star. Can I mention something? Dinok looks at this sign and just goes, "Oh, look, a sobriety test." The funniest joke in the entire campaign, said by Dinok.
Congratulations. As you walk in, you see this. What is the name of this person? The underdog
At least
dwarf
it's
and a
not.
dwarf.
Sorry, what?
Well, no, wait. There we go.
Yeah, there's a Duergar. A Duergar woman. Fairly, gray skin. Very heavy set. It's got muscles, but also it's got a lot of the dwarven fullness.
Kingpin. He's built like Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, look, gray skin. Dinok and Sarah walk up.
I'm sorry, gray. Dinok is not gray.
No, he said Sarah.
I said Sarah and Dinok because
Okay,
Dinok is kind of gray. Either way.
Okay, so basically, as you step up, this Duergar, I need to point out the rest of the establishment is actually fairly normal. Like it looks like a regular tavern, like any that like most others you've seen, except the quality of like everything seems to just be a bit nicer. It's not like, oh, this is like a bourgeois place. It's more like just a very, very well cared for place where everything's just really clean. There are quite a few people, but there seems to be magic at play where little like clumps of people, despite it looks like they're all individually making like a fair amount of noise and whatnot, you're not hearing too much of it. Except you're not hearing all of it, but still, you can tell that there's some kind of sound dampening going on between sections. So
that's good.
Whoever built this was either they put a lot of money into like making this place like fancy, or
Okay, I'll have to leave for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure, no problem. It's a business project. I'm going to say that everyone in the party is here. They've all met up here.
All right.
Okay.
So you're all here, and you can all talk.
Litney, is this after the RP or will the RP?
I imagine
This after all the RP. Razzle isn't here. I'm gonna say they're taking a nap or something like, or maybe they are here but not willing to speak.
Yeah.
So
I'd
you're
like to
gonna have
imagine
to
that
understand it because Bomber ain't here, right?
yeah, Litney, he would have her cloak up or her hood up.
I
All right.
I
So
would
just
hold on.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. You go. You go first.
All right. I would like to ask, could the RPs happen like when we get into this tavern, because Dinak was going to walk over to Litney and talk to her.
You know what?
It's kind
Fair
of
enough. If you
gonna be a
want, we
thing.
can have this happen before the RPs. It makes more comfortable for you guys.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, I
And
think that
so-
would work.
So that way we don't
So-
have to deal with the consequences of what was just said when the person who said it is not available. Okay,
Yeah.
so
and,
here, this is before the RPs happen. You know, you're all still getting used to the situation. Sarah and Solstice just... Litney is different now. Huzzah!
Yeah, she just says,
Okay.
"Oh, salutation!"
Mm.
What do you say?
Mark it in her face.
Salutations.
Salutations!
Listen, is that you? You look alive.
I don't know what happened. Dear, where'd you get all those feathers? She looks to Sarah.
Feathers?
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 The clump of feathers that you handed me.
Oh,
Okay.
your daughter, little Zaral.
Yes. Yeah, I said Sarah, not Sarah.
I'm sorry.
No, we're doing
Yeah.
Zaral.
Little Zaral.
Sorry.
So yeah, little Zaral. Basically, she, she's also here, her daughter, but that's less of a shock than Litney.
The Necromancer is alive again.
She
From the
lives.
present.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, her daughter, little Zaral, basically says, "Hi. Well,
Hi.
I was visited upon by an old friend, and he asked me to deliver it to you."
Let me guess. This old friend had a very a beaky face with a beard that somehow works.
No, I would never approach that man again in my life. This is one of his underlings. You don't know them.
Someone that I haven't met. I met.
The name's Jackarai.
All right. What?
Jackarai. Jackarai Fleming.
Jacker.
The name doesn't really ring a bell. Stevlov has a lot of followers. At the same time, if they're human, you probably don't know who they are. You do remember the name Fleming, though. Vaguely.
Wait, Fleming.
Cute kid.
Fleming, what?
Also, that was a woman. Can't remember exactly. Mary Fleming. Not Mary. I'm gonna use a new name. Margaret
Mina?
Fleming.
Fleming. Sounds familiar. Might have bumped into them a couple of times. But
You could
never
roll-
really talked. You know what?
You
Yeah,
could
I'll
roll
roll.
history.
Unfortunately, I've already told you Margaret Fleming the name. That's literally the most you can do because that's literally the name.
Yeah, she mentioned Margaret Fleming.
Yeah. All you would know is the name Margaret Fleming, and yes, a little time I'll say, yes, his great-great-grandmother.
The
Like
sudden
I said,
existential
you don't know Jack, right?
The sudden and existential crisis of it. So, her existence and looks like. So, when can I expect grandchildren?
Oh God.
She just
And the
she
fanfics
just,
right anew.
she just like slowly like just stares at you. Eyes slowly narrow.
Like, can you blame me? I've been dead for centuries.
Funny, so have I. Just not as dead.
Mm.
You know what? I've been dead for centuries too. Undead.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Is she?
Quite.
Okay, so, turns to the rest of the group. Once again, it's nice to meet you. Sarah Zaral. People called me. Well, people call me a lot of things.
Mhm.
You, however,
Yes.
for the sake of simplicity, can call me. Just hold up. I gotta do this. You, however, can call me
Oh god.
the Bone
Wait, does she put on
Slayer.
a fake mustache? Wait,
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, what?
You can call me the Bone Slayer. Just does the dab or whatnot.
Litney just like,
Wait,
can I roll psychic?
she
Roll me-
she just
Roll me the
looks
psychic damage.
she looks around. I'm going to guess that she didn't get a lot of positive reactions out of that.
No,
Dino's eye
Solstice
just like
will go.
twitches.
What are you? 14?
She just turns
Litney just like-
she turns around, reaches into her coat, and some of you might notice she pulls out a skeleton mouse, and she just says, "You told me that would work."
Litney just like, do you notice when Litney puts her hood over her head? It's the sign of like, God's what? Why she has to have a bit of me is showing.
I would like to mention.
Unfortunately, her sense of humor is a bit outdated.
Dear God, I would like to mention, Litney. Dinak has been like. Every time you're like near him, he's kind of just been like every now and again just like looking up like above you or whatever, just like nervously, like really uncomfortable, especially like his eye also drawing to little Zaral as well, just generally uncomfortable.
I can't have transparency here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty wonderful. And in this situation, which is like really just wonderful between the lot of you, I would like to ask a few questions out of character, I suppose.
All right.
So,
What you got?
Yeah.
as you're all aware in this campaign, on the Tabletop Simulator, I'm looking at the map. In fact, hold up. Let me just actually go to the map on Roll22 if that makes it easier for you, because not everyone can look at Tabletop Simulator. Roll20. No! No, log me in!
They died. Crap rave.
I'm logged in only on the player view.
No. We have already done the crab rave. No more crab rave.
I'm logged in as a player,
Please,
not logged in as a
for
DM. That's not
all
going to help me
crap.
very much in changing things. Give me a moment.
Come on, Star.
I have
Come on,
advertisements!
Star. Make a character.
They're advertising to
Come on,
me.
Star. Make a character. Come on. Just join the campaign. Come on.
Hello, Aegisai. Blood.
I'm not even
Nice
in.
to meet you.
I'm in both.
We should meet
No.
Blub. I'm
Oh, there
Blub.
we are.
But
Okay, let's come back here to the big map overall. And I'm also going to look at Tabletop Simulator. I don't know if some of you can see Tabletop Simulator easier or not.
Mm.
I'm just in a question. Amongst here, who all is able to see Tabletop Simulator properly? Like the Discord, which I'm streaming on Discord?
I can see both.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah.
Okay, you
let me-
can see both.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see
Litney
it.
can't see Roll20, right?
Yeah, I can see Tabletop Simulator though.
You know what? That's good for accessibility. Two options are there. So, here's the world map. So, as you're all aware, there are several little events that are happening, especially when it ties to your characters and like what they're gonna do. I would like to question, first of all, what do you all think should be done right now is one of the most important things?
I mean,
Wait, hopefully, wait. Before that, I just realized something I need to do.
What?
As the group is talking, and before we get to this exact point,
no.
I would like someone here. Wait,
Yeah.
where is it?
You good?
Here it is. Here it is.
There we are.
A familiar face to you, Denock, approaches.
Oh God.
A
Alright.
fairly scarred lady, wearing chainmail armor covered with a tattered clerical vest, long hair, a cape, and holding a shovel along with having several javelins slung over her shoulder, approaches.
Alright. Jack will notice them entirely too quickly.
Give me 1 second. I need to double check one small little detail.
Checking small details.
Okay, hello? Shush, please. Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, hail! Doomguy Denock. She greets you, holds her symbol of Kellamwar. Gives you,
Huh.
gives you a
what-
nod.
Dina will recognize her and go, and what's her name again?
What is her name again? This is my first D&D
'Cause-
character. The name
Yeah.
has long slipped my mind, my poor memory. I am going to call her.
Age is
Yeah,
coming
you know
in
what?
to get you.
She has a name. Unfortunately, it's far too long. No, the name's
Okay.
not long. It's been far too long for me. Oh, here it is. Her name is Lillian.
Oh.
Is that true?
Lillian.
Yes. This is, well, she's also a Doom guy, but more of a lower rank one. She's not someone you'd address as a Doom guy, Lillian. She more addresses you out of that respect because you're a senior. Long life and all that, and now you're the champion, but she doesn't. She's not told about that yet. So she walks over to the group, and she says, "I have a package for you and your party." She kind of just glances over. I'm not sure I recognize everyone here for the descriptions I've been given, but is Litney, Zaral, Razzle, I'm not going to remember the last name. It's not written here. Razzle, okay? Solstice, is it Solstice ever seen by the way, or just Solstice?
What did you say?
Solstice, do you have a last name? Is it Everstein? No, just Solstice, right? Okay, Solstice, daughter of
It's
Titania.
Solstice.
And Oriana and Sarah
Ooh, fancy.
Grimgor. I would just like to confirm that all of you are present. At this point,
Yes.
all of you are present. By the way, Oriana,
What?
they are like, while the actual player isn't here, the character is here, and I will say, shockingly, it wasn't impossible to get her inside. Once she's inside, they were able to get her a seat decently big enough for her. It's not as
nice.
not perfectly big, but it's pretty big.
Dina will answer by saying,
Imagine.
yes, this is all of us. a lot of changes have happened, so it makes sense you wouldn't immediately recognize us.
Yeah, okay. That's wonderful. I would like to deliver this package to you. Would you like me to give it to you here, or would you like to move upstairs really quickly for it? You know, a little bit of privacy for what the contents are. She kind of just silently mouths the word money to you.
Um, Dinok's smart. He would immediately go, "We can do it in private for
Yeah, so
just for a moment."
she would like everyone to just
Litney,
really quickly move upstairs just so that you can give this to you.
Litney will
Mhm.
ask if her daughter can accompany them.
I was unaware you had a daughter. That's also your Litney Zaral, the undead. Well, I
Yes.
see I see our Lord Kellamore has graced you. She smiles.
Litney,
She
like,
is willing to
Dinok just,
accept this one way or the other. She does see
yeah,
Dinok
Litney,
just says one thing and one thing only. So it would seem.
she
That's
does kind of
it.
glance
yeah, Litney,
over at, little Zaral, who doesn't look as graced by Kellamore, but she wouldn't comment. Especially since
like,
Dino's gone through so
I'm
many changes as well.
surprised. I'm
So
surprised she didn't think Sarah was Litney.
too young.
Yeah. Either way, she takes us
Yes,
upstairs.
she takes you all upstairs, and she's gonna pull out a small tiny little bag, which she pulls out a bag, which lot of you just clock up, okay, just a random bag. Then she reaches into the bag and she just unwraps it. It's like a cloth wrapped around a bag, and now you can, so those of you who can sense magic can feel, oh, that's a bag of holding. So she just had like a small little cloth covering it that hid the fact that it's magic, and
Mm.
she puts down the bag on a table where, in between all of you, along with a letter. Well, I see a letter. Hold up 1 second. There are one, two, three. There are 6 letters. One letter addressed to each of you as players. Each of you players. Each
Yeah.
letter bears royal insignia on it.
Oh boy.
Is,
No, royal
is it
insignia.
Rose's? Is it Rose's insignia?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
So basically, I mean, it's not her. And then Lillian says, as for the details, I'm not privy myself. However, this is a parcel directly from the royal family. She bows, and then she says, you have done a great service for this country, if not the world.
I'm so sorry I took so long. Okay,
Yes.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Okay, 1 second. So
We're getting rewarded.
you as well were able to fit into the tavern. So as you guys are sitting in the tavern, this lady over here, who you might be able to see on a table of Smitter, Lillian, my first D&D character, if those remember properly. Also another person of Kellamore's order, showed up, told you all she has a package from you, asked you all to go to the first floor. And in the first floor, she gave you this little package. It was a bag of holding that was concealed through anti-magic. And then there's also each of you get a letter from the royal family. Aureola's letter is a lot bigger.
No, everybody was comically small that even she needed a magnifying glass for her to read.
Yes. So, and then Lillian, this cleric lady says, I'm not privy as to what the actual contents of the letters are, but you've done a great service to both this country, if not the world, so I expect it to be a generous reward. And then she'll give a small bow, and then she'll say, and I will take my leave now. I look forward to working with you in the possible future with the coalition and everything that's being formed. And then she's going to
Litney
leave.
bows.
I hope as well.
And I'm going to keep this fairly short so we don't have to get into this too much in character. But
Yeah.
each of you have been awarded 500 gold.
Oh damn.
Hold on
Nice.
1 second. Wait, let me
For
just
sure.
double check something in my price to make sure that's a proper amount. Let me take a look at this. My clean setup, was it? Yes. Where are the prices?
All right.
Let's take a look over here. The magic item price. You know what? No, hold on.
Wow.
Each of you get 600 gold. It's not enough to buy a rare magic item, but it's definitely enough to buy like up to like 6 uncommon items.
Oh nice. Okay.
Nice.
So each of you get that much. That's a lot of money, by the way. That's more money than you've
Yeah.
seen so far.
That is
That's a
about
lot.
60 platinum or 6 platinum.
60 platinum each. 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Alright.
So yeah, each of you basically in this well, I guess it is that way. So in this bag of holding are like 6 smaller larger bags. Each bag contains 60 platinum.
Yeah, those bags probably aren't bags of holding, otherwise it would
No.
cause a singularity.
Yeah, they aren't. That's why it's like you reach in this one bag of holding, you can
Yeah.
pull out 6 fairly, hefty little bags, 60 platinum each. So yeah.
Okay.
Now you've been rewarded, which means out of session you guys can have a little bit of shopping going on.
Nice.
Alright, cool.
You got a lot of money,
Um,
and this is
you would-
especially for Royala for what they want. It's gonna be very helpful.
And
By the
If you
way,
would look at this-
really quick note: the letter itself says that it can serve as a pass if you want to go to like some fairly, what's the word, high end or exclusive shops.
Okay.
So if you want to if you want something and you normally wouldn't be able to get it, showing this letter means that they at least let you get a foot in the door, and then the money will do the rest of the talking. So now, I would like to move upwards to the world map now that you have money to work with. I'd like to question,
Yeah.
as a group, what do you guys think you should be doing next? Because there are a few loose ends, right? Dinos heard something about an assassination in the county of Riles, but at the same time, it's not like something which he has to, like, the whole group has to do on their own, but they could, There's also stuff like having to meet the royalty in the capital. You got also Cianati. There's also Costatia, the magic capital of the world, which Litney knows they have to go there to look for information for, the whole how to bring back the kids. Sarah, Sarah's plot threads are, her mother. You probably do want to go see eventually the capital to see where your mother works. Maybe return to where you maybe go find in the county of Riles where your birthplace was. That's also a possibility. Razzle has that situation in a frontier town, but there's a month for that, so technically you could do one thing first, possibly. There's also upcoming a tournament being basically a whole tournament arc is essentially being set up. Yes. Yes.
No,
Well,
sorry,
first
just
off,
I
first
heard
off, we need to head
Star
over
lag
here.
for a second.
Yeah, same.
You, Sarah Grimgore. Your plot threads, well, right now, other than one.
No. I heard what you said. Don't worry. It just towards the end you lagged a little bit, but I still heard everything.
Okay, got it. So yeah, Razzle's whole thing is like she's got the thing in the frontier town, which there's a bit of time left. There's about a month around about. I'm saying roundabout because I don't want to give an exact date because then you're going to be like, I want to go here. Oh, I need to rush back over there. and then you're gonna miss events and all that stuff. Other than that, Dino
Wait,
has a huge amount of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of shit to do.
Solstice doesn't have any
Which-
open plets right now. They're more with the group. And Oriella, they've already accomplished. The backstory actually was a bit final. I don't know. They don't have any open threads at the moment. I don't believe so.
No, unless one of them survived, but I don't know. Can also look into your PMs. Just
Well-
offhand.
Litney also has
The first- The first thing we need to do is head to this square here and get the loot that Litney had.
Oh no! Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
hold
where-
on. Wait. Didn't I literally?
Wait, what?
I thought
Well,
last session I did it.
Litney gave Sarah.
The Litney's
Yeah,
daughter
you got
came
this-
back with and gave the stuff, didn't I?
No.
Okay, well she would
But
now.
I know she gave her.
Yeah, I thought she
Okay.
handed
Oh,
over
thank you.
I thought she handed over everything and the feathers. Okay, the feathers might have been the focus, but yes, she hands
Alright.
over the other stuff also. So because a week
Yeah.
passed, so she was
Oh.
there. No need to waste time going there now.
Okay,
Okay.
so just to now just to understand stuff. So we currently are in the
Land of Earth.
County of Rides.
If you look over
No.
here,
Okay.
this is where you guys are.
Where,
Riles is to the south.
You are in the county.
okay, sorry. Then
Hold up one
where,
second. Let me just look at. Okay, if you look at, you are in the
Where are
county
we
of.
now?
You are in the
Yeah,
county of
County of Riles.
You are in the county of Riles.
Oh,
if you
Riles.
If you look at the table of simulator, that's where you are. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this easier for you if you just purely rely on Roll20. I'm gonna move you to the bigger map, which is lower resolution because it's much bigger. So
Mhm.
because it's bigger, because the resolution's so low, you can't really see everything properly, all the details. But you guys are here, okay? County of
Alright.
Riles, and the bottom of County of Riles, right here next to this question mark. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna just
Alright,
put down a
so-
token. Yeah, that's close enough. I'm gonna scale you down. I'm gonna put you right there. That's where you guys are. In Tabletop Simulator,
Alright,
it's a lot easier
so-
to see. Solstice is right there. County of Riles. That's where you guys are.
All right. So just to understand, so right now for us that we have things, currently 3 of us have. I mean, not 3. A lot of us have to go do some things at the capital,
I mean, the
like
capital
meeting the
is
royals, etc.
the capital's a pretty big.
Can
thing.
I
Yeah.
can I ask something?
Yes.
We're all like surrounding the table right now, right? I'm guessing.
You're all surrounding the
Yeah.
table, yes. Effectively, what's happening is I'm boiling down an in-character conversation that could take, if we actually word it out, hours, to an out-of-character discussion where we all sit down and just figure out what we want to do next. Because I need to plan for the
Yep.
next session, and I don't know what to do because there's so... You guys could choose to go anywhere. Like, listen,
Yeah.
if you guys say that you want to stop and just go across the world to see the mountains of fire, I'm willing to do that, but I just need to know where you're gonna go so I can prep stuff.
Question: where is the goddamn? Where is Firebrand and Frostbane?
Trostbane is
Frost.
well. Do you guys see down there the big giant dragon on the map in the middle of the where it says the frontier? The big red spot.
Mhm.
That's
The wailing-
a dragon
The
right
Wailing
there.
Desert.
That's
Yes.
Trostbane right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
He
Anyways,
he
we
owns
need
that
to go-
desert, and in there is his capital. By the way, for the tournament, I will say this right now: the tournament will be taking place in a lot of the major cities of the world, and he will handle teleportation costs to and from, the battle arenas and whatnot. So
Okay.
that's basically, you
Yeah.
just need to go to a major city if you want to take part in the tournament. You don't need to go specifically to him. He wouldn't make people do that.
Okay, so we're going
Mhm.
to the magic capital so we can pick up Inari. Anyone else have any stops?
Well, I do have one idea. It's not about Urayala's backstory so much, and it mostly concerned La Viande, which is not in the party anymore, so it doesn't really, matter.
Really quick.
But there wasn't there.
As long as you guys aren't
Mhm.
in the frontier, you can fly using the sled you got, the cart you got.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah.
So travel time's gonna be
Mhm.
cut down a lot as long as you're not in the frontier. The frontier is not a great place for flying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, especially with a purple worm that Vildos may have
No.
inadvertently
Veldos
poisoned.
didn't kill that, luckily, because he knows better to know best of the geopolitical
Yeah.
situation. It's this purple
Yeah.
worm has got a strategic point over here, and
Yeah. Either way, I would like to make it known.
I still remember that crash on I
Dina-
had over that. I was so easy to just be like, oh no, I can't, you can't do that.
Oh yeah,
I would like to
figure out how
mention,
to get York back.
Dinok has like 7 things he's got to do.
Yeah, so what I would
So,
suggest
So as I
start
was
listing
saying,
them.
because you didn't let me
Oh,
finish.
sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry, it's not your fault. Anyway, so yeah, there was. I just want to mention offhand. Wasn't there like a place where La Viande looked at the scar on Litney's back and like we found out that it was related to a specific place? I don't remember exactly, but
Who's back?
Litney, you know the dagger
Oh yeah.
with 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, hold up. Was it actually? It wasn't her family.
No,
was
no,
it?
it was. No, it was Laviande's family.
Yeah,
Since
the
they were
Lavi and
monster
Sammy and the
hunters.
monster hunters. But they usually hunt aberrations, which is why they had the pink dust. Which, by the way, I still remember Dino got on his sight. No, his sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, keep going. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just thinking about what. Why is that relevant now? What is that? Oh yeah, for Litney.
I mean, they did stab. Well, yeah, I mean, it was my Lavian's backstory, but they did stab Litney, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe she wants to find out more about it, maybe or something.
If that is the case, I do believe I didn't exactly give it a location, did I?
No.
But
You
we
think
can
it
always-
was somewhere in the
we can always
mountains in that generation,
Yeah, we can
I
always put somewhere on the map. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna put down tokens. Okay? We're gonna start putting
Mhm.
tokens down. I'm gonna have to find something I can use. And we're gonna just basically figure out for the remaining half hour, what are we doing?
Okay, sounds good.
I-
I want to do some RP, but
Well,
Okay.
I feel like Litney
You know what?
would want.
As soon as you guys manage to pick a location of what we're gonna do next, hold up. You know what? If you guys promise to pick a location you guys are gonna go before the next session, you can just sit here and just talk in character and do whatever you want. Is that fine?
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll promise.
You'll have 2 weeks to make a decision on where you're all going. I don't care how much whatever you talk about in character and how you come up with a decision. If you decide that you want to go and deal with the peaks of ice even, and say for example, oh, I want to look into some new technique or whatnot, a new item, a legendary item, that's entirely up to you guys. I just need you to agree. Within 2 weeks, you're gonna figure out what you're doing.
Yes.
Star, unless none of these guys can decide what they want to do, we're going to the next spot of our journey, and that is the goddamn magic capital.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
that
So
Given,
that as default.
given everything, I'd say we can go to Costa Tia and then go to the capital because
Well, yeah, because Litney has to check on Inati.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was also gonna suggest.
You know what? Because I feel like it, I'm going to use Cambry as our party's goal setter. So we have one.
Well, why, Murder Rabbit?
Well, we have one over
Terrifying
here in
rabbit.
Costa Tia. There's one over
and
here
then over
in
here.
the capital. There's one over here in the frontier town.
Yeah.
I don't know if the guys are interested or not, but there would be one over here in the county of Riles.
I'm gonna be so honest. I believe Deanoch will be doing the preventing of an assassination situation by himself.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what? Litney would probably
There's
suggest
also
Sarah.
one over here, which is the withering location. I wonder why.
Litney doesn't want. Litney's even going to be debating, like, should I tell her that her father's killer is puppeting? No, she knows how. She's just as temperamental as Litney,
There's
so
also
no.
one over here. Wait. There's also one over here in the Swarming Mountains ruled by the undead. I wonder why. I'm gonna make this one a lot smaller.
I
Um,
can bet.
But still.
I have a feeling that the one you're after is down there.
The one I'm after.
Yep.
So yeah, look.
No, this
I
is a
think.
generational hater. It's a family affair.
So yeah, I believe these might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 locations for like major story events, which have already been foreshadowed.
Yeah. There is are the clerics that they mentioned Olivia mentioned in Inati or Stella?
Stella. Oh yeah, actually, now I remember that, I'm gonna put a small, tiny little thing here also in Stella because there is the play coming up.
Right, cool. Yeah, okay. Definitely figure this stuff out. But I would actually
Yeah. Feel free, do some RP. I will give you a small heads up before the session ends. There's going to be a small introduction to a few random NPCs.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we should start at the capital. Well, Costatia to check on Inati.
Litney.
Yeah.
Litney. We will talk about this out of session.
Okay. Sorry. Let's get to the elephant in the room.
Yeah, I would like to mention, in terms of ordering, I believe after all the RPs that happened, basically, there would be a situation of Razzle and Deanoch kind of separate from the bar. Specifically, Deanoch walking up to you, Litney. I don't know where y'all are at, so you guys will have to place yourselves. I don't know where you are.
Well,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Litney isn't commenting about asking what the fuck happened to the child.
Well, Deanoch never brought it up.
Deanoch, unironically, didn't bring it up. Yeah, but there's a few reasons for that.
Smart move.
Timing,
Yeah.
big one.
And do you really want Litney to go off of like? No, I got it. I can handle it.
Yeah, no. Anyways,
So what are we doing exactly?
I wanted to RP something with Litney. The only question is I don't really know what you guys are going to be doing. But Litney, you would get a knock on the door, so to speak.
Litney, after the whole being reminded that she isn't normal, like hides her, tucks her hand into her cloak and wipes her eyes. Like, it thinks to herself, "Crud, not enough time to fix this." Come in.
He walks through the door.
Hey, Dinoc. She has her cloak on, and her wounded hand is behind her, underneath the cloak. What can I do for you? She's also trying to make sure he doesn't notice the broken mirror.
A doomed prospect.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Dina will just kind of look at you and look to the mirror behind you, and then back at you and say, "How are you holding up?"
She just like, whatever do you mean? And you realize that Rachel's nowhere around.
Just looks around at the area, walking in and into the middle of the room and going, "Well, considering I heard everything that happened in this room, including you breaking that mirror, I want to check in on you."
She just like, she tries to put on her typical smile, but there's still the signs of she was crying and in her eyes, and just like, I'm doing fine. There's nothing really to worry about. I'm gonna have to roll a deception check here. It's in vain, but
All right. I would probably say you'd have a disadvantage given the fact he can see that you are crying.
Yeah. And plus, anyone who's dated, anyone who knows any ladies saying nothing's wrong or of that kind, there's always something wrong.
Roll a d4. All right.
Let's see if I get a nat 1. I forgot about that disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Lady like, she is trying to put on a brave face, like what happened didn't. Like she's moved past it. But no.
Litney, I don't believe that it's right to say that any of the things we've gone through is fine in any sense of the word. We've been through a lot, and I can smell the blood that's bleeding out of your hand right now.
She like flinches and like a child caught it in the act, just like shows her hand, and there are several lacerations, and to the point where her hand is trembling.
Then I will walk up and grab the wrist of her hand and kind of will channel a little bit of divine magic and cast Cure Wounds. I'm gonna use a first level spell slot though for this, mainly because He is running out of spell slots.
Wasted a lot of that on
Alright.
Razzle.
Nice. Heals 9 points of HP. And just kind of, after closing the wound up with this like green energy, he'll say, I wanted to talk a little bit. One about what this is. He gestures to their new form, and then says, and the conversation you had with Razzle.
And he's like, not. I've never been good with talking to others.
And he
Just
shrugs and goes,
Yeah, she's just like, dude. That whole situation just made me think. Did Sylvester just left for war because he wanted to keep me and Sarah safe, or was it to get away from me?
it wasn't to go away from you. You both were important to Sylvester. In fact, you were so important that I was the only one in our troop that knew about your existence. He kept that close to his chest for a number of reasons. Fighting anything close to a lich is fucked in every sense of the word. I should know. We had armies, gods, even wizards behind our line. It didn't matter. We lost all the same.
She's gonna inside that.
It isn't hopeless, though. I was able to recover some things from the horror of the past. With a what's the insight check? Yeah, no, deadass. D-Nex 100%.
Yeah.
He thought they were gonna win. Deadass.
Well,
He thought it was all going to be. He was hopefully there was a full-on large-scale warfare. They had armies and everything. It was a large war effort, and they fucking died.
Well,
Almost all of them.
What she was more focused on is like, did Sylvester actually go just not to be away, to protect them and not just, do it to get away from her?
Dinak would believe what he believes what he says. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Either way, Dinak will then dig into his pocket and say, but you don't have to take my word for it. There are certain treasures that I was able to hold on to, as he trusted them with me when he ran off to handle the tortured orphanage that was our doom. He holds out a picture, a fucking old picture of Litney young with little Zaral as a child and Sylvester.
You just see tears well up. She reaches for it.
I got that from the ground.
A smile comes up from his face, up in her face. Like, it just. He was the only man that I ever met that would see me as not a monster. He made me feel normal.
He nods and then says, but he's not the only one.
She looks to Dinak like, mind if I keep this?
Sure. You'll be keeping it better than I will, at least. I didn't quite have a... It was mainly for memories, a keepsake. It's yours by right. He will then walk over and turn back around, basically sitting down on like one of the beds, and will say, "But I wanted to talk to you about this form. I'm worried, Litney. Normally, it's... Well, I don't have to probably mention how worrying it is that I believe you are one of the first angels made by Sevlov. And, well, divine energy isn't something that you... It's not something that's very easy to channel naturally. Also, no offense, but you're not exactly very high in
Stable.
willpower.
She's like, just say what it is, stable.
Stable is another word for it, sure. But either way, divine energy is... People often say that it's like wishing upon a star, faith. But it's not that. You're connecting to it. You're in every sense of the word a lightning rod to divine energies that, well, you're connecting to Stevlov. For me, it's connecting to death in its entirety, the judgment thereof. It's, even for me, a very difficult thing to do, given the particulars of, well, often dealing with death on a regular basis. But for you, well, to say you're not like Stevlov is an understatement. He's not a good god. Far from it. And your channeling, no, changed to being alive again, suffused with the energies from that very concept.
Litney, he pipes up. I did mention this to Lady Razzle, but it's weird. Normally, when someone is blessed by Stevlov, it's more of a fiendish nature, or heck, even aberrant. This is different. It's his, but he's not known for being divine.
That's part of the problem. I've seen his true form, Litney. It's not something that can be handled easily. Which, thankfully, you should never be looking at his true form.
Oh, no doubt. That's kind of how we executed some of some traitors.
And yet you are connected to that form. I've seen the strings. The connection you have. Perhaps it's a byproduct of seeing his true form. But it's offsetting. It's worrying to a very real degree, Litney. You will be going through changes. It's what I went through when I became a cleric. I was seen as a bit of a freak, given how well I was able to channel divine energy. My father said a gift from my heritage, but he didn't often mention it after I cried the first time about that. The point is, this, he gestures to them, is not just wishing upon a star or connecting to it. You're being molded by that star. And that star has burned many a nation.
Brittany will respond, I know. He's told me many of his stories, some of which still causes me to pause a bit.
I would like to help you, to guide you. I believe I will be helping you as much as I can. But with how crazy everything has been going, it's going to be difficult at best to be able to be there for you, Litney. Say the word and I'll be here, but I mean, we did talk briefly as a group about some of the places we need to go. Solstice mentioned going to Costatia. I will have to go to Costatia as well. I also have to go to the kingdom's capital. I haven't even begun to discuss anything with your niece. Honestly, every time I look over at her, it's a bit of a situation. But I plan on talking to her at the very least. We need to. But I have to go places. For one, there's an assassination I need to handle. And also, I mentioned this to Solstice, but I'll mention it to you as well, especially given the fact that I only technically told Solstice before the meeting. I heard from someone I freed that there's these clerics in Stella that have been peddling a lot of resurrection materials. I believe going there and destroying their operation is a good idea, especially given the fact that the person in question mentioned they are not good clerics.
Litney perks up for hearing the resurrection materials.
I don't
Yeah.
think you mentioned this to Solstice at all.
No, I'm making this completely up. But I know Deanock would have mentioned it to you at some point.
Yeah, but Litney's like, he just notices is hearing like, oh, these guys are peddling resurrection materials. Her ears perk up on that. I see.
Then there's also me talking to Larian, getting things situated with them, talking to my ex. That's going to be.
He's like, whoa, hold up, oh, no, hold the quill. Ex.
Oh, right. I don't think I told you. I had a girlfriend at one point. We broke up on mutual terms as, well, I wasn't very good at showing any real affection, and it didn't really work out. I basically starved her, honestly, which is something I'm a bit ashamed about.
I'm gonna have to roll it.
Oh yeah, the succubus. You told me about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I want to roll an insight to see if Liddy can catch on what he meant by starve.
By the way, I will want you to move forward with something soon because I do want to introduce these few people, these few random NPCs. It might be important.
I'll end this quickly then.
I'm sorry. I don't want to rush you, but the session time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was worried about things. What'd you
She
roll?
thinks you actually starved their food.
Deanock.
Back in the day.
No. I'd like to mention this to you, but I'd like you to not mention this to anyone else, unless, of course, it's absolutely necessary. But she's a succubus.
I beg your finest pardon.
I'm guessing this is very loud.
And that's how we cut it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like that's. Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like anything else for Litney is just like, you know. How can you top that? How can you project anything else than you
Okay. Yeah. So I would like to just bring you all back to that one specific tavern where you're all in. Theater to mind as we think about this tavern.
Alright.
the lot of you are sitting there, you know, Denock pulling Litney slightly aside. Most of the group sitting there, like, just a little way across. Litney has Litney has that bit of an outburst. A few people look over, even if it's a bit muffled, it is still fairly loud. And even
Royala is looking in through the window.
Oriella is there. Oriella is here. She's sitting. You managed to squeeze in at one
Alright,
point.
sure.
You managed to squeeze in at some point, which that was the hard part. But after you were in, they were able to get you a chair that's almost your size.
Hmm.
You imagine there's some magicry at foot. Either that, or someone took a table and just tried to make it look like a chair. So you guys can just put yourselves up here in this corner for a moment. Like, it's not like relevant just for like, oh, there's not going to be any big things happening like combat wise or whatnot. I would just like, vague positioning. I don't know why the whole page turned white. Now I turn black on my screen. I don't understand it. I'm not going to question this at all. We're not going to question this. So, you guys would notice there's the fairly rowdy, the fairly quiet rowdy bar becomes a bit quieter. Now, at first glance, at first point, you guys just turn around and think like, what's going on, right? Why do you all suddenly get quiet? They're still active enough. They're like, talking with each other as much as normal, but you can just hear them slightly less. You're not sure why. And then you hear a creak of the door opening. And, Oriella, how do you want to handle this? I mean, well, player name, Mr. Kill You, Dr. Kill You.
Alright, so at first, when the door opens, the first person you see is, well, actually, let me roll a d4, because there's 4 of them, so I might as well. Alright, so that's the first one, really? Oh, sure. Alright, so the first one you see would be, well, she's not as tall as Uriala, not by a long shot, but she's definitely even a head taller than, I believe Sarah's the tallest one in the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Beside
like
you, yes.
Here we have the
Yeah,
first
well, yeah, I don't count, I'm fucking gigantic. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's like, yeah.
So yeah, there's this Minotaur woman wearing, well, sort of like a half a tank top with, like, as in there's only one strap on one side, but otherwise everything's hidden in place, don't worry about that. She looks like, kind of like what you would, that's like a bit taller than you, Sarah, very, very muscular. That's mostly why I'm comparing her to you, with like hair that covers her face. One of her horns is a little chipped. She doesn't say much. She, in fact, kind of has an air of shyness about her, despite being built literally like a brick shithouse. She's like looking a little bit like one of the how are those specific cows called? The Highland cattles, if well, except in humanoid form, She seems to like very quietly with her head down head for a more quiet part of the bar, and someone else follows immediately behind her, and that would be all right. So that's this one like the Minotaur woman. She looked very normal. Minotaurs are not super common, but they're not like unheard of, so it's not that much of a shock to see one just walking in there. Seeing a literal walking flaming skeleton strapped with metal that seems literally nailed to its bones, that's a lot less common. And that's coming from the party that has a giant and an undead, so, This guy is, I'm not kidding, it's like he has magma inside of his bones. Bones on top of which are plates of searing metals are literally just nailed straight into the bone. And everything is seems to be held in place by leather belts all over the body, especially at the fist. The fists are the only part that aren't just bones. They look like the metal glove that we would see on a metal armor, except they're made out of, well, from just a glance you can tell it's probably a very heavy metal like lead. And that's what his hands look like they're made out of. Excuse me. He's also wearing leather boots that are way too big for him, considering the fact that he doesn't have actual leg meat. And a loincloth that somehow isn't burning. But that's not even and she's following right behind her, sparks flying everywhere, even singeing the door a little as he holds it open as he passes. You assume it's a he. He definitely has a very wide jaw.
Skeletons.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Litney would have recognized the gender if she works with. She's had a couple of skeletons.
Yeah, so you would know it's definitely a he. Oh, goddammit. Roll something else than a 2. There we go. Alright, so the next person is that follows immediately behind this guy. You don't notice her immediately because you mostly just hear her coming in from the jingling sound that she emits. But you do have to lower your eyes way down as she's freaking 3 feet tall. You see the most boobily-breasted goblin woman you have ever seen. Wearing a hat, a wizard hat, very, very big, made out entirely of leather, with a weird staff, adorned by a bone and a little bit of crystal, that ends on the other side with a broom, so either it's kind of like a witchy joke, or she somehow managed to turn an actual flying broom into a functioning magic focus, which would be pretty impressive. She has very long hair that starts off red at the roots and become paler at the tips. Sorry again. She's dressed, she's wearing thigh-highs, held up by a garter belt tied around her waist, and other than that, she has very, very little clothing. The only part of a thing that could be considered clothing on her upper body is effectively just a very, kind of like a micro bikini made of leather, and probably what's in the middle, a cow's nose ring, which are attached to a choker on her neck.
I'd like to make this joke. She's probably wearing the average amount of clothes for a goblin, however, she's not the average amount of goblin.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. See, she's the most, let's say, curvaceous goblins that much more curvaceous than average. And she looks blissfully thoughtless, despite being dressed as a wizard. If she may be smart, but she certainly doesn't look like it. She looks like there's no thoughts going on behind those these big pink purple eyes. Only vibes. She's got the no thoughts, head empty little goofy smile. But the vibe completely changes as you see the next and last person to follow after her. This one, again, is not as large as Urayala, but he literally makes the ground quake with every step he takes. You hear him coming long before.
I'd like to say, these are very familiar footsteps.
Yes, that's true.
The last time you heard these were like a bunch of big metal men known as Marines, Space Marines.
Oh no!
Yeah, he sounds almost exactly like the Space Marines. And in fact, he looks like it. Very different in terms. You see going through the door, gripping the side and just having to duck with a metallic noise as he goes down. This ginormous man, covered entirely in a power armor of black metal, two pipes connected to the side of his helmet with eyes that artificially emit a menacing red glow, and a big old smoking pipe built directly into the face of the helmet. On its back are strapped two big old hammers that are also cannons. It seems like he's somehow wearing. And there's also some things, as you see him pass next to you, literally breaking a few floorboards. There's something written in the back of his armor, and it says Lord Death of Murder Mountain.
Wonderful.
Because of course.
He probably has a trust.
And yeah, those
that
guys
guy
just
again.
kind of like they go all to one table. All of them sit at each at a chair, except the skeleton doesn't sit immediately. He pulls out some sort of cloth or leather and sits on that, probably not to run the chair. And the big guy in the armor doesn't even sit. He just stands on the side of the table. Luckily, too, because with how heavy that armor probably is, if he sat, he'd probably break the fucking chair.
Now I just
Alright.
imagine if Thorman's there, or Litney just leans in. Astarte? Points to the big guy.
Dinar's gonna look. Does he recognize any memory of, any symbols on this guy?
By the way, I'd just like to
that
point
would-
out, as you can tell, this is not my art, these are placeholder images. Eventually
Yes.
I might draw them, but, for right now, we want to at least introduce them to see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to ask, does Dinak see any Imperium of Man, symbols or emblems on that guy's armor?
No, not at all. It looks remarkably similar, but there is nothing at all that ties it to what you would have seen related to the Empire of Mankind.
Dinak would then immediately turn to Litney and state, "No, definitely not. There aren't any symbols or memorabilia or emblems or whatever that would connect the two. The armor is similar, but that's basically it."
The first thing that you would hear is that when they finally sit down, the little goblin would say, "It's really my luck that she assigned me to come here with the three people in this entire group who can't hold a conversation to save their lives. Well, except you, Steak. Maybe you, but you talk. Please talk a little less quietly. I can't hear you."
Dinak probably hears this, but
Yeah,
I don't know about the
Dinak,
rest
you
of the group.
probably would have heard the big cow lady ask in the most quiet voice you have ever heard if she could have to the goblin if she could order something for her because she's too shy to order.
Damn. Yeah, no, Dinak just goes, "My major concern is that skeleton looks fire elemental based, which Dinak looks tired. He looks so fucking tired right now.
Start
go-
with Litney. He recognized this kind of undead, or no?
Well, that's up to you, DM.
Yeah, that's why I asked
So
Star.
you recognize it's kind of undead? That
If it-
depends.
Or if it is.
Okay, in my DMs, Mr. Kill You, could you tell me, yes or no, is this a special kind of undead or not? Or rather, wait, is this entirely up to me because it's my world? Okay, so Litney, I would like you to roll Arcana.
I'd also like to know if Dinak recognizes it, but
You can roll Arcana if you want to know.
yeah, sure.
Okay, hold up. No, you can roll Religion.
All right, I'll roll religion.
Wait, are we all seeing this or are
You're all
only-
seeing it. Everyone's here. The entire party is here in the barn. These 4 guys just walk in and immediately give you the vibes of like, okay, this is relevant. It either gives you the vibes of this is another adventuring party, in which case, why haven't you seen them despite all the stuff that's happening around town? Or I'm getting the vibes of something bad's about to go down.
There's actually a little bit more dialogue happening. As soon as the goblin says what she says, the skeleton reply, I mean, I got plenty of conversation. I just don't like talking to you because you can't, because you don't know the difference between a spoon and a spork.
So that's a 28 Arcana from Litney.
That's a 26 for Arcana from Dinar.
That is a regular ass skeleton.
So no, religion. Sorry, my bad.
So
Religion.
both of you know that's just a skeleton. There's no special kinds going on, no special type. That is just a man who's been turned into a skeleton. However, they have been afflicted by a horrible curse and are somehow strong enough to just be alright with that.
How is his skeleton burning into ashes?
I mean, to be fair, a lot of curses do have the effect of you will burn forever, but you will never completely turn to ash, you know?
Well, it's in its case, it might also be the fact that either it's that, or because the person who ever cursed them was kind of a dumbass and didn't realize that skeletons don't have nerves and thus can't feel pain. So, it doesn't really matter if they're forever burning.
You know, they're forever burning, but that you know, they won't finish burning.
Anyways, continue on the dialogue. I'm sorry.
Well, actually, I wanted Dinak to say something. He would just go, "It looks like an ever-burn curse to me." Or something akin to it.
Yeah. Litney concurs with a nod.
Either way.
The goblin just goes, yeah, you're saying that, but I think the only reason you refuse to talk to me is because you're still mad about that time. And the skeleton just like shoots her a look that like somehow burns even harder, and he goes, you cook steak on me while I was sleeping. It was delicious. Maybe for you I don't have a sense of taste, but it was certainly not funny.
Okay, that is rude.
I smelled like meat for 3 days. I probably still do.
Dinak sniffs the air. Does he still smell like meat?
Yeah, he smelled like well done steak.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking like, yeah, I would have done the same thing. I would have used him as prior as well.
I am a bad person.
Dinak just immediately clocks Litney with a look and just goes, "Don't you start getting ideas?"
Look, when you had to live on your own, you had to make do with what you got.
I mean, there's
Reminder,
something that
all
she
of you are
says
here.
that.
Yes.
There is something that she. Give me a second. There is something that she retorts to that immediately sets off an alarm inside of all your heads, and she goes, "Well, I mean, Lavion thought it was funny."
Nice.
And the skeleton and the big guy, the big in the power armor says, she finds a lot of things funny. Doesn't mean that they are. You're saying that like you're not also following her.
Dinak, just because he heard Levianda, immediately just activates True Sight from the lantern.
Litney is like getting ready.
You notice that the goblin is not actually wearing as much as as you would normally think she's wearing. Most of her clothes are an illusion.
No! 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 Center!
I mean, is Lavian teammate? I mean, what the fuck did we expect?
Dina immediately after activating the true sight,
She's
looks
literally
over.
the only piece of clothing she's actually wearing is a thong.
Yeah, looks over, immediately looks back to Litney and just goes in a monotone voice, "That was a very bad idea."
Why are we taking? Why do we have
you
this? Why
hear
is it
her
always?
saying,
Why does he always
"Okay,
regret
thank you for
himself?
exposing me like that. Next time, please ask for permission."
No, stop.
Nah, shut up.
Let me tell you right now. Dino को से वो saw.
Yeah, no, he's the only one who got fucking flashbanged.
Yes, every time Dino opens his eyes, he just remembers, maybe I should keep them closed forever next time.
Dino has a problem with women.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Litney
fucking
just said,
100% every time.
He just says, "What is she a concept?"
No,
Because the
no.
reaction from him.
She's basically naked. I'm.
Of course, there's Bobby. They would have someone like that or their team.
Is she a
out loud.
concept? She's conceptualizing something, all right.
No. She's leaving clothes up to the concept. That's what's happening right there.
Well, to be fair,
All that.
she's wearing exactly 2 pieces of actual clothing. Her boots, although they're not as big as they look, a thong, which you didn't see before because she was supposedly wearing something above the thong, and her hat. Everything else is an illusion.
I just like to imagine he literally saying, "Seriously, what the? Sweet, hey, Laviande!" out loud.
The degenerate inside of me
Very
is
loud.
happy. The DM inside of me is unhappy.
Oh,
All I'm gonna say is, I think with that we can end this session, which has run already 15 minutes overdue.
yeah, sorry, I couldn't
funny.
resist trolling Dinok a little bit.
I mean,
Anyway.
It's a fucking rite of passage at this
But
moment.
yes, as you people might have noticed, Laviande
I love
has a new party.
Oh,
Which-
wonderful.
now knows that we
And
were
that's not
spying
even
on
every member, but
And
anyway.
basically, we're just introducing them because they might become relevant. We'll see exactly how they'll be relevant, but at least going to be some, we need some characters to deal with on the other team.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go now, guys. Thank you
Yeah,
very much for...
You need to go.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
need to
sorry.
go, and I need to go. I'm
Alright.
kicking both of us out. I'm kicking you out for that joke, and I'm kicking me out for not stopping that joke and accepting it.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna get you banned from YouTube. I didn't show anything. And I didn't have anything to show anyway, so goodbye.
Look at the screen. I'm showing more over here with my art.
Yeah.
Star, you started doing that the moment that you made fucking Levianda's character. Like no, actually you started doing that the moment you made fucking Sarah's character.
Okay, to be fair with Sarah, she gave the reference and chose that outfit. And if
I can count on one hand the amount of articles of clothing she had.
Listen, to be fair with all these characters, they're the ones who chose. You can only blame me for the NPCs like Lillian over here. And
I was hoping to yeah, I was so I would like to mention to
I'm gonna end the
y'all,
stream
given the
first.
fact it's
Everyone
over.
who's watching, thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a wonderful,
Later.
wonderful time. In 2 weeks, we're gonna be doing another session, which is gonna be a fun time because by then the party's gonna have met that deadline, and they're gonna have to tell me where they're gonna go, and I'm gonna have plans.
Yeah.
Star, I will be hitting you with a I will be hitting you with a fucking RP.
Okay, sure. Goodbye.